Cochrane here. Goodness, what a morning. I apologise for being late, but hope that you're all fine and enjoying life. And welcome to the Spiritual Wisdom Hour with Victoria Cochrane, who's me. And I am a psychic communicator, spiritual healer. I'm a medium, an author, a spiritual tutor, and I'm here. Oh, spilling water everywhere. Goodness, it's just been one of those days. Just to work with people on their spiritual development, and oh dear, I've made a mess. Oh God. So I will have to fix that up in a minute. So anyway, I hope you're all well, and I'm just jumping on today. Hi Sam, hi Kerry, as I normally do, and I normally have something to talk about, but honestly it's just been the busiest morning, and so I'll just open it up to you guys, really, if there's anything you'd like me to look into, ask a question. And I'm just clearing the decks a little bit of things that are getting wet. Oh dear. Yeah, hi Florin, lovely to see you. So yes, I do readings and things, but if there's anything happening, so for instance, I've just got off the a video chat to a friend of my son's actually up in Sydney, and she runs quite a big business in Sydney and deals like it's all people and it's social media business. And so she said, what's happening? Quite often she'll call me for a clearing because of the business, because clients will start leaving or staff will start leaving, and she's like, what's going on? And when you've got a lot of people working in business, you know, if someone's unhappy, then that energy can affect it. But I tuned in and I saw a big spirit, like a dark spirit, just standing in the middle of the business. And he wasn't doing anything. And he went quickly. But the energy of a spirit can actually really upset the feng shui in a business and make people uncomfortable without even knowing really what's going on. So I did a clearing of that, and then just a bit of a reading about the business. But yeah, that was interesting. So you never know. Last time I looked, you know, something else was going on. So you never know. So do you have a spirit? Do you have bad energy going on? I've just you know, had clients lately who've had lots of runs of bad luck or something happening, and it actually all stems from a past life. So I can look into past lives as well. But I really just need to dash off for a sec, and I'll be back with you. Hold on. I just tipped my glass of water all over the table, and I just had to rescue a few things. So it's one of those days, but it's going to be a great day. Just watch your language, Victoria, and just make sure that everything's positive. Okay, how are you, Annette? Lovely to see you. And here we go. There's always something going on, isn't there? So let's get these beautiful Work Your Light cards out and do a collective reading for everybody. And then please feel free to having probs with your sound. Okay, well, we're having all sorts of issues with our internet at the moment, so you never know. I'll just turn myself up a bit. Maybe that might help. Hi Janine, lovely to see you. Thanks everyone for being on. So these are Work Your Light cards. A lot of you on here would be fairly spiritual people doing lots of meditation, and but also we're human, aren't we? And we just have lots going on in our lives and problems we've got to solve, etc. So hope, Angie, that that's helped. So I'm just going to choose 3 cards that I hope resonate with all of you today. And the first one is play. I just don't think we do enough of that lately, particularly with COVID and everything that's gone on. It's been a pretty tough year. And so now that we can get out a bit more, and I'm thinking that's across Australia now, that we are able to go out and meet people, have people in our home, and get out more into restaurants and cafes and things to actually just enjoy. But I don't think it's, she's in a big champagne glass, goodness, having a lot of fun. But I also think we just need to take more notice of our surroundings and actually be grateful, and to really just enjoy things and try to see things more on the positive side. Sometimes it's just easier to see the negatives, isn't it, and just go, oh, not again. But just bring the joy back is very important, and hard for some people with all the situations and circumstances that you might be in. But just have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious, celebrate the little small things, and just find time to relax and, just have fun. So I hope that that's helpful for people. Oh, way more. I've missed these. I have people in this world that like to spread their negative energy. I put block up against them and put protection all around me. And sometimes, Kat, we do have to do that, and we do have to cut ties from people sometimes just to protect our own energies. Particularly if it's family, it's a lot more difficult. Oh, that's good, Angie. And Sam said, when we have time, that's the thing. Time is a big blocker, but sometimes you just have to make time, and sometimes just dropping things, or just today I was going into town for one client, and we're just doing a Zoom instead, and I'm able to stay home because it's just, it's been busy. I've also just celebrated my birthday, and, it's been a big rush. So I've just gone, okay, we can do it that way. And she was happy to do it. And just making a bit more time for myself today that way. Apart from, I'm in the Lions Club, in the Rocky Cape Lions Club, and apparently the freezer was turned off. So at some stage this afternoon I'll have to go up and deal with that. But, things crop up, but I'm still grateful that I'm able to come online with you guys and just have a bit more time at home today. Hi, Michelle. It's so lovely to see you online. Thank you for tuning in. And hi, Annette. Yes, I will draw cards for people. I'll just do a bit of a spiel, but I'll probably cut my time a little bit short today because of just feeling a little bit like I need a bit more time for myself today. Sometimes we just need to do that, don't we? Boundaries. Yes, so I will get back to cards for people, but I am just drawing cards for the collective. So the next one is, I draw this one a lot. Acacia, your guidance is divinely guided. And we just really need to trust that what we're being called to do, or what we're feeling and intuiting. So we're really intuitive. We're all intuitive because intuition is our most basic psychic sense. Is guided, and to trust that, and that I always say there are no coincidences. So, knowing that if something happens, then it was meant to happen, and that to go with the flow and to embrace that change and to look at the positives of the changes that are occurring. It's not always easy to do that. You look here, it's, the way forward is not always a smooth path, but the more you trust, the more you ask for help. You really need to ask. We all have free will, and not even God can help us unless we give permission. So, asking for help, asking for guidance, and trusting that your feelings are trustworthy. How many times have you not listened to your intuition, then wished that you had? So, hi Kat. More time. And so we just need to make the time. And it's a bit like saying, I have no choice. Well, we always have a choice. We just choose not to make that choice, And it might be that we need to learn the hard way, but goodness, if we can avoid that, wouldn't that be a good job? And then the last one, beautiful cards we're drawing today. We can have heaven on earth, even though there's a whole lot of other not great stuff happening. That's an understatement. But creating heaven on earth, it's happening. And how do we do that? Through our consciousness, through not engaging in the drama, through believing that we can be the change that we want to see on earth by being more tolerant, by loving ourselves actually enough to put boundaries in place that need to happen, to be able to love others. People who don't love themselves are very difficult people sometimes to love, because they see the negatives, or they try to put other people down because they don't love themselves and they're insecure. If we understand that, then that's great, but we still have to put boundaries in place. But if we're really positive, and if we are sending love and always seeing the positives as much as we can, we're still human, goodness, I'm no saint, but then we will create, bit by bit, a better planet to live on. So that's great, having a Wednesday afternoon off from work, time for you. And it is so important. Rachel, hi, great to see you. So I love those cards. And while I'm pulling cards for the collective, it's giving me just something to chat to you about that's hopefully helpful. And then I will do readings for people. That's not a problem. Just to, Michelle, did the book arrive? So I have written my 4th book, and that's called The Book of Life, Lessons from Mother Earth, and that's available now on my website, victoriacochrane.com, but it's also available online, on Amazon and that kind of thing. And I've got an author's page on Goodreads now, so if you do read it, I'd love you to leave a comment or some kind of a review. Hi Elsie, lovely to see you back on here. That's really great. Okay, so these are Earth Power cards, so let's just ask for a card that will give us all a bit of direction and a bit of Rachel said, supposed to have Bella getting her cast off today, but couldn't get through, so here I am. Angie says, my book is highly recommended. Thank you. Michelle says, yes, it arrived. Awesome. So Richie went into Bernie, Rachel, and we were sitting up at the shop this morning selling raffle tickets for Lions, and this big truck went past. I think he had a big container or something on the back, and we said, oh, he's going to slow everything up. Well, he rolled and jackknifed on the sister's heels, and he really did hold everyone up. Richie got through. So I don't know that if anyone was hurt, but sending blessings. So if something like that happens, I'll send the archangels to help if permission is given from the people who are in the accidents or who are involved. And if their higher selves don't want to accept that, then the angels take the karma, and I don't. So because it's kind of intervening, if people, an accident could be someone's death door, that they've decided to leave the planet at that time, and that, so I can send an archangel to help, but if that's their end of their soul contract, then they can just say no, don't want it, and I haven't copped the karma for intervening. So it's always really good to send an archangel, if you're not sure whether the person will want help or not, and then you're not intervening directly. Yeah, there's also, you can say, by the law of grace, sending love is never an intervention, but sending healing can be. So, no serious injury. I knew this morning, but I didn't listen. Thought came to cancel. Oh dear. Yeah. So Rachel, I know Rachel. We're really quite good friends, and she's got the best intuition ever. And she's just said, didn't listen. Thought to cancel, didn't listen, hopped on the road, couldn't get through, knew that she wouldn't be able to, but hadn't listened to that, so that's she's quite psychic too, Rachel. So if Rachel says something, often I'll say, well, I trust that. Yeah, so except not when it comes to betting on the horses. I won't listen to her there. It's a whole nother story. Don't do that very often, don't worry. Okay, now let's see. My favourite place. Okay, so this is for everybody. Yeah, I'll get back to that, Sam. I know there are places upon this earth that resonate deeply within me. I open myself to the healing power of these places. They are unique, just as I am unique. So my spiritual teacher that I started off with once said to me, we hold the vortex of energy where we're meant to be at the time. So wherever you're living at the time is where you're meant to be. But if you feel a big push or urge to move, then trust that, because things change, and your soul contracts come into being, and your higher purposes are being activated. Most people's higher purposes are being activated now. So changes in location are usually divinely guided, and or soul guided, or where you're meant to be next, to bring in the energy, to anchor in the energy, to make a difference for where you are. So, if you're changing direction, again, listen to your psychic sense of intuition and trust that the guidance that's coming in is right, even if it conflicts with how you're feeling. It can be hard to leave your friends, family, or whatever. Once you get there, you'll know why you're meant to be there. And yes, I will get there, Kerry. And Sam says, I never realised that. I've always said if it's meant to be, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And that's going into divine flow. Creator said to me once, expectation reaps no reward. A bit like watching the kettle boil, takes forever. Divine timing can be a bit the same. And everything will have to come into alignment first for things to happen. So best to just allow the flow, and to put out thank you to the universe, put out thank you for your guidance, thank you for bringing in what I need to come in or want to come in, all in the right timing for me and for my highest and best. And then just let go of the attachment to it. Otherwise, attachment can block. What if you know your life needs to change, but you don't know where to start or how? I think a lot of people are at that point. Yes, I will get to cards, guys. Just give me another 5 minutes and then I'll get there. I'm still doing cards for the collective, and just it's a really good question What if you know your life needs to change, but you don't know where to start or how? You just talk to your guides and say, okay. But if you if you don't know why or how, I would be starting to pinpoint the aspects of your life that need to change. Don't kitchen sink your whole life. Just pick out the aspect, say, giving up smoking, or I don't know, finding a bigger house, or I don't know, whatever. I'm just making it up. But just pinpoint aspects of it, because we are co-creators. We create our own reality. And so we can change our own reality, but we have to know, we have to be a bit more specific. And so the universe will always give us what we want. But if we're kind of like, well, I don't really know what it is. So you do have to do some reflection, and you do have to do some work. And you would know the aspects of your life that need to change. So just write those down, and just what's blocking you in those aspects of your life, and what needs to change there for you to be able to move forward. And at least that opens you up then to being open to change. And then maybe put it out to the universe. Thank you for helping me to create this change in my life. I'm a huge 100% believer in the law of attraction, and what we put out to the universe, and the language that we speak, and our belief in ourselves that we can do this thing called life and that we can create the changes, and that we are empowered. We are empowered. Don't leave it to others. Don't leave it just to God's will, that thing, if it's God's will, it will happen. No, it's our will, and we do it in the energy of the love of the Creator, that we can create this life that will create a better life for us and for other people as well. So we have to do the work, but we have to believe. Yeah, Angela, that's a really, really good question too. How do you cope with the hurt caused to others by choosing to live our true purpose? You chose this lifetime, and if you don't live your true purpose, then you're not being true to you. And yes, it will hurt other people, but that's their choice to be hurt too. Why is it hurtful for them that you're doing what you love? It's their stuff, okay? Their insecurities or whatever. If you have to take your time away from them. But if you don't live your true life, if you don't step into your truth, then you're hurting yourself. So it's a bit of a catch-22. I might do your card first, actually, Angela, because it is, but you need to let go of the guilt of that. And, I was worried for a long time about what other people would think of me doing this stuff, particularly my friends who were Christian and are really religious, but I respect their beliefs, and I don't push my beliefs and chosen path onto them, but I still accept them for who they are. And by accepting myself and actually saying, well, this is my path and I love it, and it's helping so many people, and I just feel like so alive when I do it, the more I accept myself, the more they accept me, and there's no problem, So we do create problems by worrying about what other people think. Problems in our head is what I mean. So let me just pull a card for you, Angela, about that, and then I'll get a message for you if you like, because it is tricky, but you need to be in your truth. It always comes back to self, and we compromise so much, don't we, to make other people happy or to keep the peace or whatever, but then we're hurting ourselves and we're not living our truth. what's more important. Okay, so pretty much the masters are saying you will never change. You are the rock on which you're the foundation, Angela, of you're building your life, and you're divinely guided as into what direction. So it's not you changing, it's just the direction of your life and the path that you've chosen, the way you live your life. But your truth is rock solid, So I have power and it's real. You need to be in your power. Say sorry guys, this is what I choose to do and this is me. And if you can't accept that, then I'm still here when you're ready to accept it, pretty much, I create my destiny. I carry the greatness of my ancestors in my body and soul. So you just need to accept that they can't accept, but you need to accept yourself and your truth and your path. And Creator says, all in good time. Never waver, all will be well. So be like Uluru, draw people back to you just by being you and loving you and being in your own truth. Okay, looks like we're on to readings now. So Cat Gray, first time here, we'll just do a reading for you. I'm using these Earth Power Oracle cards, so I'll just keep going with them. And Kat says, I've been slowly changing my life following my interests. That's awesome. And because the happier we are, the more at peace we are with ourselves, the happier we are, and the more then that happiness radiates out to others, and it actually ripples out and changes the way people see us and respond to us and interact with us. Follow the signs, Sam says. Very good. See you, Angie. Well, she's probably gone. That was a while ago. Okay, here we go. This is for Kat. I might just tune into you, Kat, if that's okay, before I show you the card. You have a lot of emotion around your head, and as you said, you've been slowly changing your life, following your interests, but there still seems to be a blockage on your right side, whether it feels like work is not fulfilling you, and there's a fair bit of conflict within yourself around that. But this is Svalbard. I love this card. And see, this is kind of like the energy that's around your head, and this is kind of like the energy around work or your purpose, one or the other. It's just like you're not feeling fulfilled. Both darkness and light are necessary. There is light even in the darkest of nights. I accept that I'm part of the cycle of nature. I open myself to new wonders every day. So the ice there is melting. So I just keep working on yourself, finding your interests and finding your way out of the darkness. I just wonder if you've had some grief or depression or something like that too, Kat. But do what makes your heart sing, and if work really is holding you back, then it is time for change. And it talks about cycles. So we come to the end of a cycle where we've learnt our lessons, and then it's time to move on. And if we just get stuck in that cycle, we're not learning anything, and we just feel stuck and bored and unfulfilled. So I would think about that, what is it that needs changing? And to do that, we need to let some things go so that the new can come in. Okay. Yeah, Rachel's right here, replying to Angela. Not being yourself can hurt others just as much. Being true to yourself is the biggest gift you can give anyone. Those that matter will accept, others it takes time. There are so many of us in the same boat. You're not alone. That's right. And just reiterating what I was saying. So thanks for that, Rachel. Should I quit my job? Tanya says, hi, Casey. Great to see you back. You're welcome, Kat. Tanya, should I quit my job? Let me just clear myself. I just get tangled up in my earplugs. Should I quit my job? Well, so my favourite place comes up for you, and I'm actually not sure that you should, because I think you're just finding your feet, or finding your direction, or finding your true north. And it's just like steady as you go, and there's more to go before you're ready for a step up. So I know there are places upon this earth that resonate deeply within me. I open myself to the healing power of these places. They are unique just as I am. But let me just pull a tarot card for that, just to clarify. And that's for Tanya. I think that's the one. Oh no, that's just saying that you are very worried about it. There's two kind of stuck in your head things. Ace of Cups, new beginnings. So I wasn't sure when I picked this card about whether you should quit your job or not. But this card would indicate that if you do that, you'll find one that will make you happy. So it's like new beginnings. But I feel that you've just got a little, like, you know, till the end of the year or something, just finish off, and then something will come along for you. So probably yes, but I'd be seeing the year out. I think it will just give you closure, but something will come along straight away. Also, I do think, look within yourself, Tanya, about what it is that's not fulfilling, and before you do find another job, it's about what has been in this job that's been rubbing you up the wrong way and just not sitting right with you, so that you can move forward to one that does, you know. But what is it within you that needs healing? Yeah. Okay. Coming back to Kerry Wardley. I'm just going to choose a card for you. Wollumben, Mount Warning. I create my own destiny and opportunities. I am humbly eternal. So it's like making your mark, isn't it? It's like you're at your peak, making your mark. But if I may, I'll tune in to you just to get some clarity over that, Kerry. I feel like you've made your mark, and that you, in terms of work, or even in your personal life, you've kind of reached the pinnacle, and now it's like, what do I do now? So change is happening for you too, but you know, it's been pretty hard work, but you can renew, and I think this is about you now renewing, and maybe not changing your job or changing your life altogether, but just renewing and actually starting to seek out other opportunities within where you're working or within your life, and just creating that change up that you need, that will give you renewed purpose. So and this could also just mean stop, renew, be grateful for what you have, like acknowledge how far you've come, believe that you can go further, and then create that. It's just like Mount Warning. So just stop, breathe, acknowledge, recoup, renew, and move forward. Yeah, so that's for you, Kerry Wardley. JJam says, getting clearer messages now that I'm listening to, and we were talking about listening or not listening to our intuition, which is our psychic sense, is a psychic sense. And Elsie, I'll do a card for you. And then Avalon, Avalon Avi. And then I'll tune into you, Michelle, and see about your heart flutters. Cat Gray says, I'm having a break from my work disability, gone through a lot this year. Okay, yep, you did look burnt out. All right, Elsie, Aboomrad, I hope I said that right. A card, yes. This is for Elsie. Angkor Wat. I have the courage to live my heaven on earth, as above, so below. I am aware that sometimes things must fall apart to be reborn as I would wish. So I just need to tune into Elsie to give clarity to this card. I wonder about, you've got a pretty, a lot of red energy in your heart space, so I'm just feeling that perhaps things aren't going well in a relationship, and that I'm just tuning in a bit more. There's a lot of emotion around your head, a bit of heartbreak, and just feeling a bit disempowered about things, just not able to, it's like you've had a breakup or there's some kind of real strain on a relationship somewhere, but you are blossoming and changing. So sometimes when we do that, we leave other people behind and they just don't get us anymore. As above, so below. So also I wonder whether there's been some words spoken between you and another person that you both now regret. And so what we put out comes back to us as well. And so it's about now just letting go of that, and moving forward, but learning from that as well. And perhaps the relationship will build up stronger, or more strongly, once the air is cleared and actually you both realise that you both need to take responsibility. And it could be a love relationship, it kind of feels like that, but I do feel that it can be fixed, and that really just watching your words and your actions and respecting each other and just using this, whatever's going on, as a lesson, and to make sure that it never happens again. So I actually feel that things will be a lot better, but it's about learning and moving on and just seeing things from a higher perspective. See things from their perspective, get them to see things from your perspective. So it feels like some kind of relationship, either with a love interest or in family, that things are breaking down so that they can build up more strongly, and that everybody just needs to, I don't know, take a chill pill and actually start to see things outside the bubble, not from within it. Because when we get immersed in things like that, oh goodness, it can be drama, drama, drama. So remove yourself from the drama, and then things will become more clear. So I'm just going to tune into Michelle and see about how much coffee do you drink. Let's have a look. Or too much stress. I'll just tune into Michelle and see. I'm seeing a fair bit of energy just up in here, and it does look like emotion and stress. So I think maybe just cut back on the coffee, but it's more stress and worry. And it's in your higher heart. So also, if it's in your higher heart, it could be thyroid related. Says she with no thyroid. Okay, so I have a lot of experience around thyroid issues and how they can really affect your health. I do think it would be good to get a checkup. So it's emotion, so I think there is some stress, but whether you've got a hormonal imbalance, I'm not actually seeing your heart as such, so I would definitely just go ask for blood tests to get a checkup. But cut back on the coffee, but also find ways of meditating. So you've got my book, The Book of Life, and that's got recorded meditations, so maybe try some of those and try and de-stress that way. I am going to go grab a copy so that I can show people. I'm sorry I don't have one here. You should see the table, it's an absolute mess. So this is the Book of Life, and I've just finally released it, and now I'm all entangled. And it's $24 Australian, but there are 25 chapters and 25 meditations, and I've recorded all of them, put them to music, and they're available through a code on my website when you purchase the book. And so the meditations help to kind of heal or embody some of what's talked about in each chapter. So I can send you one. You can order that through my website or online. And it's available as ebooks and things as well. But I'm very proud of it. It took me 3 years. And the masters bring through some amazing messages about how we can live and learn from the symbiosis of nature and improve our lives that way. So I'll just, but there will be some meditations in there, Michelle, that might help you. I'm doing courses that interested me. I had 8 months off this year. Awesome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I do have time, Rachel. Let me use the Earth Power Oracle cards. You're right. You're welcome, Elsie. So just tuning into Rachel. Oh! Well, Rachel, you get the stop, listen, stop, look and listen, reassess, renew, let go kind of card as well. I do think that's what that's more about. There's a bit of, for you, I'm seeing overwhelm, and I'm seeing kind of this, whatever situation this is referring to as kind of past its use by date. So I create my own destiny and opportunities. I'm humbly eternal. So you know what to do. Trust your intuition, and just listen, and take the steps to make those changes, whatever they are pertaining to. Yeah, but changes are happening anyway, but take charge of it. Feel empowered that you can take charge. Yeah, definitely. Would love a card, pretty please. Okay, seeing as you asked so nicely, Janine. Elsie says, wow, I am amazing. So I was on the money then. That's good. I hope that helps. Words can really be hurtful sometimes, but it's about the intention behind them, Elsie, and how we can then learn from it and grow, and then use that to improve things. So there's a card also in the Work Your Light Oracle cards that talks about the crumbling. Here it is, I'll find it here. So when walls come down and truths are revealed and words are spoken that kind of say more than we probably felt we should say, then there's the chance to rebuild a much better structure and a much healthier relationship. So that's where I think that's going for you. Yeah. Okay, now where am I? Rachel says, thank you, that confirms my thoughts. I don't do change well. Change is hard, isn't it? And, you know, they say there's nothing ever certain except for change and taxes. So, yeah, it's about embracing the change. Hi, Sebastian. Yes, I'll come back to you. 2 coffees a day. I sometimes have 3. So I don't think it's the coffee, Michelle. I think you've doubled your clientele. You probably, if you're seeing a lot of clients, then you're dealing with a lot of stress or their stresses, and perhaps you're taking it on because you're quite that. It's like you're very compassionate. You're very empathic, so and empathetic. So you need to, back to Michelle, just make sure that you cut ties with each client, that you wash off their energy, and you seal up your aura, and just mentally just cut ties with them so that you're not taking their energy home. Because if you're still thinking about them later in the day or halfway through the night, then you're still energetically tied to them, and their heavy energy can make you tired as well and anxious. So that's my advice there. Okay, Janine, here we go. And Lainey, yes, I'll come back to you too. So Janine, Cathedral of Notre Dame, the feminine divine is alive in all spiritual practices. Places of power remain places of power. I am full of love and tolerance. If I can just tune into you, Janine, then I'll see what that's about. You've got a lot of emotion on you, all the way down your left side. I feel that someone is leaning on you or really relying on you for support and help, and it's becoming a bit draining. You know, you can kind of see that here. And it's on the right side, which is masculine side. So it's like you've got a male that is really depending on you, and you are really struggling with your own health and well-being to maintain that. So I'm full of love and tolerance, and yes, you are, but we're like cups, we get drained and we need refilling. So just make sure that you do something every day to refill your cup, that you have a break, that you have time for you, that you eat well, that you get enough sleep, and all those things, so that you're more able to deal with the on-the-ground stuff that's happening, you know. And it's really hard for you to see the bigger picture at the moment, but I feel like it's a father or a disabled son or some kind of male. I'm not quite sure, because I'm kind of on the run here, but you just need to keep making sure that you're getting enough time for you. Really important. You're the ship, you know, you're the cathedral, and yeah, if the ship goes down, everything goes down. So you need to look after yourself, Janine. Hi, Annalie. Lovely to see you. No worries. I just need to go back to Sebastian. Oh, sorry, Lainey first, because she's been asking for a while. There we go. So today, just to let you know, I am using these Earth Power Oracle cards. I never get that right, but there we go. So Lainey, this one's for you. I'm getting this for you as well. Wollongong, Mount Warning. I create my own destiny and opportunities. I'm humbly eternal. But each time I choose the same card for someone else, there's can be a different meaning. So I'll just tune in to you. Just going back to who was Lainey, wasn't it? You have a decision to make that's relationship related, and it's they're ones of the hardest decisions we have to make, but just take your time with it. But you all the signs are there, so you know what to do, and it's just about really making sure that you are making the right decision for you and not compromising just to save anybody else's feelings or anything. So I hope that helps. So I'm just about to have to go, but I will draw one for Sebastian, because I promised, and one for Annalie, and then I will need to go. My name is Victoria Cochrane. I am on the northwest coast of Tasmania. You can see me here every Wednesday at 12 noon on the Spiritual Wisdom Hour. I have released 4 books, and I'm also in the Spiritual Discovery Journal that's just come out from Sync Media and Spiritual Events and Directory. I have a section in there. My 4th book has just been released. It has a meditation with every chapter, and they are downloadable on my website via a code when you purchase the book. I'm just really proud of it. The Masters have really given some amazing messages. So I do take appointments online via video, $65 for half an hour, $95 for an hour. So I'm really reasonably priced, I would say. And I will always answer you and listen to you. So you can find me at victoriacochrane.com or on my business page, Victoria Cochrane, Psychic Communicator and Spiritual Healing. This one is for Sebastian. Mecca. I radiate my peace outwards. I have faith. I am devoted. I understand that forgiveness frees me. Sebastian, you've been doing a lot of work. You've closed some doors and you're opening others, and you're bringing the light in when you didn't think that you could, and you're honoured for the work that you've done, and keep going, because the forgiveness is coming in slowly and surely. Forgive yourself first. That's what you need to do. But you are creating new portals of awareness and consciousness within yourself that's going to really help the world, but also affect positively the world around you. So hold your space and anchor the love in, and just keep going, because you're doing an amazing job. And last one for Annalie. Annalie, you're carrying a fair bit of your body's full of red, so whether you're in pain or you've just got a lot of grief, heavy energy on you, I'll pull a card that's positive, hopefully positive for you. Sumba Island. Wow, they look like pirates. Fertility of all kinds is my birthright. I am connected to all the cycles of the land and sky. Healthy fierceness is something to be valued. Be patient, the time will come. Moving forward, I see, with positivity, and just bit by bit dealing with any demons or any issues of the past. Really letting go. Breathe in that beautiful air, and just ground yourself as much as you can, and just be kind to yourself. Annalie, things will improve. They will. And you're fighting through all of the troubles and the issues that you've had. Janine says, my daughter has mental health and I help her a lot. Okay. It was a female, but still, it was a lot of heavy energy. Thank you, Sebastian. Okay, so Annalie, just a card here for you as well as that one. Work your light cards. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Just bring in the light. Just continue to believe that things can change, because they will. And it's just surround yourself with happiness, with happy people, surround yourself with nature, and also your guides. And let me just see who's with you so that you can talk to them. First I thought it was Jesus, but it's not. It's Mary Magdalene. So the female side of Jesus, really, like the yin and yang. So compassion, love for yourself, and bringing in the goddess, bringing in your goddess, and really honouring your body, honouring yourself, and setting boundaries, and just this is you, look, bringing in a new age for yourself, starting a new page. Do that. And I wish you all the best. Love to you all. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and take care. If you need to get in touch with me, go to my website or my spiritual page. I'll answer you straight away. Love and light to you all. Bye for now.